a lot of knocking. Come to think of it, if man were in charge of opening gates of hell to let people in, he would have to turn a lot of keys. Who's there? In the devil's name? Maybe it's a farmer who killed himself because grain was cheap. You're here just in time. I hope I brought some handkerchiefs. You're going to sweat a lot. Knock, knock. Who's there? In the other devil's name, maybe it's some sick, two-faced con man who lied under oath, but he found out he can't lie to God, and now he's going to hell for perjury. Come on, come in. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Maybe it's an English tailor who liked to skimp on the fabric of people's clothes, but now the tight pants and fashion he can't get away from it. Come on in, tailor. You can heat up your iron in here. Knock, knock. Never a moment of peace. Who are you? Ah, this is a place too cold to be hell. I won't pretend to be the devil's porter anymore. I'm going to let someone from every profession into hell. I'm coming, I'm coming. Please don't forget to leave me a tip.
Did you go to bed so late, my friend, that you're having a hard time getting up now?
That's right, sir. We were drinking till 3 a.m., and drink, sir, makes men do three things.
What three things does drink make a man do?
Drinking turns your nose red, it puts you to sleep, and it makes you urinate. Lust, it turns on and turns off. What I mean is, drinking stimulates desire, but hinders performance. Therefore, too much of a drink is a con artist when it comes to your sex drive. It sets you up for a fall. It gets you up, but it keeps you from getting off. It persuades you and discourages you. It makes you dream about erotic experiences, but it leaves you asleep needing to pee.
I believe drink did all of this to you last night.
It did, sir. It got me right in the throat. But I got even with drink. I was too strong for it. Although it weakened my legs and made me unsteady, I managed to vomit it out and leave it flat on the ground.
Is Macbeth awake? Our knocking has woke him up. Here he comes.
Good morning to both of you.
Is the king awake, worthy Thane?
Not yet.
He commanded me to wake him up early. I've almost missed the time he requested.
I'll bring you to him.
I know the burden of hosting him is both an honor and a trouble, but that doesn't mean it's not a trouble just the same.
The work we enjoy is not really work. This is the door.
I'll wake him up, because that's my job. Oh, the horror, horror! This is beyond words and beyond belief.
What's the matter?
The worst thing imaginable has happened. A murderer has broken into the god's temple and has stolen the life out of it.
What are you talking about? The life?
Go into the bedroom and see for yourself. What's in there will make you freeze with horror. Don't ask me to talk about it. Go look and then do talking yourselves.
If I only had died an hour before this event, I could say I have lived a blessed life. Because from this moment on, there is nothing worth living Everything's
for.
a sick joke. This graceful and renowned king, the wine of life has been poured out, and only the
What's
dread remains.
wrong?
You are, but you don't know it yet. The source from which the royal blood comes has been
The
stopped.
father has been murdered.
Did it? It seems that the gods who were supposed to be protecting his chamber did it. Their hands and faces were all covered with blood. So were their daggers, which were found on their pillows unwiped. They stared at us in confusion. No one's life should have been entrusted to them.
And yet, I still regret the anger that drove me to kill
What
them.
did you do that for?
Is it possible to be wise, Berlindered, calm, furious, loyal, and neutral all at once? The violent
Nobody
rage
can do
inspired
that.
by my love for Duncan caused me to act before I could think rationally, and tell myself to pause. There was Duncan, his white skin all splattered with the gashes where the knives had cut him looked like wounds. And right next to him, I saw the murderers dripping with blood, their daggers rudely Who could have restrained himself? Who loved Duncan and had courage to act
Help
on
me
it.
out here, quickly!
Take care of the lady.
Why are we keeping quiet? The two of us have the most to say in this matter. What are we going to say here, where danger may be waiting to strike at us from anywhere? Let us get out of here. We haven't even begun to weep yet, but there will be time for that later. And the time hasn't come yet for us to turn our deep grief into action.
Take care of the lady. It would be a terrible event, no matter where it happened. Dear Macduff, I beg you, tell us you were lying, and say it isn't so.